Hello, everybody. This is the Weston and Westeros podcast, episode 8 of our season 2, Game of Thrones season 5, covering episode 8, Game of Thrones season 5.
Nailed it.
Got it. Just in case you're catching up or whatever, or you forgot, or you don't watch the show like my parents who listen to this on the way to visit my their family friend in Bloomington, who's a really cool guy, and in my fantasy league. And
sounds like a cool guy.
Shout out to Pete if he's listening, but he's probably not, which is okay because he doesn't sit around and listen to podcasts. He lives life. He gets out there.
Outside.
Yeah, stuff that I haven't done in years, so it's whatever. But anywho,
everyone chooses their own life, man.
Yeah,
you
right.
Do you if you enjoy it.
Exactly.
I don't do much. I'm outside, but it's still in a chair.
Yeah,
typically.
But you're reading, which is fun.
Yeah. I went to the zoo.
Nice. Tell us about the zoo. What'd you see there?
Oh man, the zoo's sweet. I just decided, in the morning, I was like, I'm gonna go to the zoo today.
Nice.
I was gonna golf, and then I was like, fuck it, let's go to the zoo.
Zoos are dope, real dope.
It was really it was so awesome. Binder Park, they had
If you ever went to the zoo, text me. I'll probably want to go to the zoo.
Oh man, feed the giraffes.
Yeah, that's
with
cool.
their curiously looping tongues.
And the crackers that they eat that probably don't taste good. I tried.
It was lettuce this time.
Ooh, dude.
Yeah, it was leaf lettuce. $1 a leaf, which is such a scam. But
but it's so fun, dude.
It's cool. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, if that
so let's say
giraffe, llamas.
Yeah, llamas are cool.
Goats.
I want to go to the zoo so bad now.
There's bears frolicking.
Bears are the cool.
They were playing when I went. They were tackling each other.
All right, let's say any animal that has ever been in a zoo, aquarium, whatever. Favorite one. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bears.
Penguins.
I like bears.
I like penguins.
At least in this instance, bear. Ever is tough because I haven't been to a zoo in a long time. I don't really remember what was my favorite in places previously.
Growing up, I always liked big animals, like the lions and the bears and the tigers.
These are kind of small bears. They're little black bears.
The red pandas at Binder Park are so funny, and they're so adorable.
Yeah, this one was kind of derpy. It was still really cute. I think it was mostly sleeping though when we went, which is kind of a bummer. And I'm not a 5-year-old, so I'm not going to scream at the animals to wake up. Strangely enough, so I just was kind of
when we went last time, me and my family, the red pandas were up and they were playing. It was so great. They were playing with each other. They were playing hide and seek, but they could see each other the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Yeah, so they're running around and they have bushy tails and they have little faces and they climb up things and then they fall down they don't mean to. And I'm like, this is just the best animal.
My roommate told me how he went to Binder Park, and this would be funnier if you could picture him. He's bigger than Weston. He's probably a foot taller than me or you.
Yeah.
He's just built like a tree. Just a big dude. But he's got a really goofy face and Jew hair, like a Jew fro.
I had one of those in high school.
Just a goofy looking dude. And he's telling me about how he was at Binder Park and there's this little train that goes around that you can pay $2 to get on, which by rights he shouldn't even be able to fit in. He's probably 6'6". He's about Carl's height.
Dang, that is tall.
And wide.
He's a big dude.
He's a really big dude.
Yeah.
He might not be quite that tall, but he's close.
Yeah.
And just picturing him in that train is hilarious. He's telling me this story about how he gets off the train and the red pandas are right there and how he literally screamed. Ran at their enclosure. And I think they must have saw him coming because they hid. He was like, oh no.
The red panda is so great. Let's go. I want to see him. I want to go to the zoo.
If Tommen had a red panda
named Sir Pounds.
No, it'd be Sir. I don't know.
Climbs a lot.
Sir climbs a lot. I don't know what you'd name it.
If I had a zoo, it'd be red pandas, penguins, and otters. Otters are sea puppies.
They are adorable.
Yeah. So otters, I don't know if you knew this, they hold hands when they're sleeping so they don't drift apart because they sleep in water.
That's what I do.
That is so adorable, dude. Oh my god.
I do that with people I sleep with, just so metaphorically.
You don't drift apart.
They don't drift away from me.
So they don't run away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they always do. It doesn't work. Probably doesn't work for otters either. They probably drown all the time.
Don't you ever talk bad about otters again.
I'm not. I'm talking tragic about otters. It's different.
And then there's this documentary about beavers on Netflix that I watched. We're 5 minutes in, by the way. I watched the documentary.
I'm mildly sidetracked.
I watched this documentary on beavers on Netflix. Beavers are also the coolest animal ever.
Yeah, they are.
They're so cool.
Slap in the water with their fat tails.
And I like the baby ones. They're like, ree, ree, ree. And they're like, I want, yeah. And then they sleep in these dens. And whenever one of the baby otters gets out of the water, the mom freaks out and she cleans everything because they
Beaver?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not a person. Like a beaver is like, I gotta clean.
No, you said otters. So
my bad.
I don't know if you're going back.
No, but the beaver's like, I gotta clean, and the babies are like, let's frolic, yeah. And the mom's like, oh, you don't know what I put up with there. And the dad's in the back sleeping. He's like, what did I do? And they let other.
I just want to buy a motorcycle.
Just
Get out of this place. That's all I want.
Beavers are so, and they're just like little, and they have big teeth, so they're always looking at you like.
Which I also have big teeth. I can understand. What if I saw a beaver like on a motorcycle with like a motorcycle hat? I'd be like, I get you.
Yeah, right. If there's this one woman who rehabilitates injured beavers, and she has a little leash, and she takes them for walks.
I was saying,
I'm like, yes.
If you just like heard that like a billboard.
No,
or
it was on this. It was on the
okay,
document.
You might be thinking of a different beaver.
I was like, screw the psychology game. I'm gonna open a beaver hospital, and I'm just gonna take care of beavers. And I'm gonna love them forever, and I'm gonna like let the little ones grow up in dams. And, like,
Weston, everything you just said is so funny.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna open a beaver hospital. You're gonna take care of them for your entire life.
Well, okay, let's
Sounds like
beavers / otters, because otters are dope too.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Weston, like, seeing you're rescuing all these animals, like, you don't have any otters here, so I'm not gonna fund you. Thanks, Obama, because I want to save all these animals.
You get it though, like beaver hospital.
I know what you mean.
Like beaver.
We're gonna stop right there because my mom's listening, and it's not funny.
We can't. That's
No.
hilarious. We can't censor the podcast.
But I'm bringing up my mom because
We
I
cannot
love beavers
swear.
so much that I don't want you to turn it into something terrible. I want you to just make it happy.
It's good either way.
Those beavers their habitats have been destroyed by you.
Not by me.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Not personally.
I've seen you go down to beaver dams and hit them with a baseball bat and say. And you always say, fuck these rats. And you're always just hitting them with the bat. And they're running out crying because they're homeless now.
I'm just pounding beef.
And I just want us to save these little guys. And otters, because otters are dope too.
Yeah.
But there's some animals I won't save. Like, I don't know. Rats, you're on your own. Pigeons, fuck them. But beavers and otters, you got my vote of confidence. Anywho, there was an episode of Game of Thrones that happened this weekend, so we better talk about that real quick.
The zoo is a magical place.
The zoo is so great. We should do an episode from the zoo, and all those kids are like, Mommy, they're saying bad words, and you're talking about boobies. And then I'm like, well, get out of here, kid. This ain't for you.
Get out of here.
It's like, get out of here. We ain't talking about nothing.
As we're drinking, like, Freezy Pops and eating Dippin' Dots. Get out of here, you little queer.
Hey, you go press a penny into something that looks cool, okay?
Zoo's no place for a child.
Yeah.
Okay, episode. Where do we go? Where do we start?
Cersei is like, she's like, I'm not going to confess. And they're like, confess, I'll give you some water. She's like, no. And they hit her in the head with a spoon. And it has to hurt. It has to hurt real bad.
I wouldn't want to be in there with that spoon.
Right.
Tell you what.
So then they're like, all right, have this water. It's on the floor. And she drinks off the floor. She's so thirsty. And Qyburn's like, hey, guess what, man? Kevin's coming back.
Uncle Kevin.
Uncle Kev.
Uncle Kev.
Uncle Kev's coming back, and he's gonna be hand to the king.
Okay.
And you're gonna get thrown. You're like, you're gonna probably like get punished. And the work continues. And she's like, what do you mean? He's like, the work continues.
She's like, yeah, what? He's like, the work continues.
And she's like, come again? He's like, I'm not saying it again.
He's like, fuck it. I don't want to be in here too.
And he's like, whatever. He's like, cut. And they switch to the Arya scene.
Robert Strong. Robert Strong. Robert Strong. Robert Strong.
He's at least as strong as Robert
Strong.
So they go to they go to Arya. We're just falling apart here, but so Arya's there, and she's like, I sell oysters and clams and cockles. Cockles.
Hello, sirs, madams, would you like an oyster, perhaps a nice cockle?
Yeah, I just think it's funny she doesn't pronounce the middle syllable of any word she's ever said in her life.
Oyster.
Oyster, clam, cockles.
Oyster. Clam.
Cockles. She's like, I want to raise us.
Yeah, this scene is cool though because this actually does
Yeah, this happens in the book.
loosely happen in the books.
Yeah, they changed a little bit, but like it's fine. I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah, so she assumes another identity of this orphan girl who sells oysters, clams, and cockles along the harbor, the bay.
Right.
And Jack and Hagar sends her to the bay to see, and she's like, "What should I see? What should I be looking for?"
And then he's like, "I wouldn't send you if I knew you were gonna see." Like,
he's like, "What are you, stupid or something?
Get off my case for 5 seconds.
Stupid or something.
I gave you a coin so you can come back and you act like this god."
So she sees this old dude who's basically selling insurance to ship owners. Actually, not selling it to him. He denies the guy that comes. And Jack and Hagar's like, "Kill him. Go for it.
Yeah,
Here's
you do
poison. You got it."
Yeah,
and the waif's like, "No, she's not ready." And Jack and Hagar's like, "You know what? A death is a death."
Yeah, it's like, she has to get ready. Stop babying her. And then he's like, and he's like, "Oh yeah, and he goes.
He does.
That one's pretty good, I guess. People who eat raw oysters are wrong. That is.
You never had an oyster?
Not raw. No, God, never
I don't
raw.
know if I have. They look really good in the show for some reason with vinegar. I don't know why.
Never eat a raw oyster. It's gross.
They look terrible.
Yeah, I like them cut up and fried. That's good.
I think I would try one with vinegar. I just think they look delicious in the show. Personally.
Yeah, because they were fresh caught, and if.
Oh yeah, I'm talking fresh caught.
Here's the thing, though. We live in Michigan.
Yeah.
You'll never get a fresh caught oyster.
No,
I'm in this business. I know oysters.
I know. I was saying if I go on vacation or something.
Oh, okay. Like to the Cayman Islands.
Yeah. Or like, can you get them in like Maine?
Yeah, I mean, but it's not warm there.
I want to go visit Stephen King's house and see if he'll sign my nipples.
No, he called. He said he doesn't like you.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
I figured he wouldn't, but it's always worth.
He's probably busy writing books, George.
He's got a book coming out really soon. Yeah. He's got a book coming out.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Dance of Dragons?
No.
Oh, okay. I knew that wasn't coming out. I was just making sure.
If Stephen King would write it, that would probably be better.
Whoa, dude.
JK, George. Just trying to spur you into action.
Right.
Scumbag.
Anywho, so she pours vinegar on it. It's not vinegar. We all know what it is. Probably not vinegar. Okay, but
why wouldn't it be vinegar?
Because she's poisoning the guy.
You never see her poison the guy.
You might.
Not in this part.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because he gives her the poison after she comes back, and like talks about the guy. I'm positive.
Okay. I wasn't quite sure about that scene, so I'm going to defer to you, unlike you, who was an asshole the whole time and like won't let anything go. About like when I say a scene ends, and then you're like, yeah, I know.
Oh, well, I'm just saying Mary would yell at us if you...
That's true.
I just don't want to get yelled at by Mary.
She can't yell at both of us because we're one person in this podcast, so if one of us gets it right, we're always right.
Yeah.
That's the law of conservation.
Yeah, because he asks for vinegar and she gives him his oysters, then she goes back and talks to Jack and Hagar. Yeah. Then he gives her the poison.
If you're wondering, oysters are $1.19 each, so that guy paid, what, He paid
I'm not going to do the math.
$4.76 for 4 oysters.
Good man.
That's not bad. So, see, I know oysters, dude. I know.
Those are fresh caught oysters.
Fresh caught, ethically raised, wild, fed.
Ethically raised.
Ethically raised. That's a thing.
By their oyster parents.
Yeah. No, people are worried if things aren't ethically raised.
Like fucking fish. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
They're fish.
They don't have feelings.
I caught a bass.
You know who has feelings? Otters. They hold each other's hands so they don't drift apart at sea.
Fish do nothing like that.
Yeah, otters are adorable.
Fish eat their babies in their own poop.
Right, thank you.
Literally their own poop.
And otters give kisses when you come up and you say hi, and you're like, "Hi, Mr. Otter," and they go, "Bleh," and they lick you because that's how they kiss. Because they don't have lips and everything. Yeah, it's so cute.
It's awesome.
All right, so we need to get some otters. I know Mary will love this scene because she just loves animals. Like, she's like, "I want to be a vet and save all the animals, including otters." And I'm like, "Yeah!"
You gotta be less of a dick to be a vet. You gotta have some compassion.
No, okay, but
I guess not for humans, really. Mm-hmm. She'll have terrible bedside manner, though. She'll be like, "It looks like we got to stab Sparky with the needle and make him die." Shucks. Stab him right in the neck with a needle of death. Oh, missed the vein. Missed the vein.
She'll be like, I had to kill another one today. she checks off like a calendar. Oh my god, we're so mean to her, but she keeps coming back.
Oh yeah, she's mean too though. She is what you made her. Next scene.
Yeah, okay. So we go to the next scene. Sam's like, ow, my face, it hurts so bad. And then Gilly's like, how are you doing, Sam? And he's like, my face hurts, but I'm very...
Besides that, I'm pretty well.
Yeah, he's like, well, I mean, I broke my vows, but, whatever. It's chill, man. It's like Mr. Aemon's dead, and now I'd swipe my V card, and my face hurts, and, like, I don't know. Hey, it's Ollie, open up. So he's like, oh, okay, just a second. He wipes the tears off his face. He's like, come in.
Hello, Ollie.
And then Ollie's like, I thought you were hungry, so I bought you some food.
He's like, oh, you're a good lad, Ollie.
Yeah, right.
I love you, Harpo.
And yeah, if anybody's wondering who Ollie is, it's Harpo. Like, I don't know why we switched this episode.
I just think Harpo's way better.
Yeah, we're gonna call him Harpo from now on. So Harpo is there, and he gives him some food, and he's like, Sam, can I be real with you for 5 seconds?
Of course, Ollie, of course.
Sam's like, yeah, okay, sure. He's like, you go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. So Ollie's like, I don't trust that they're going to go get wildlings. Like, I don't trust them. They killed my whole family. And then, like, John trusts them, and I don't trust them. And there's nothing that good can happen. We'll open up the gates, and they're just going to kill us. And, like, nothing good's going to happen. They're going to go farm my parents' land. They're just going to do everything, and everything's going to be wrong. And, like, why you trust him? But, like, Sam, why are you trusting him? And, like, why does everybody trust him? Why Gilly over here? And where's her baby right now? Mr. Aemon's dead. Like, what's going on? And Sam's like, calm down for 5 seconds, dude. I got you. Harpo, listen. We rescued you, and, like, we saw, like, you were going to be dope, so, like, we saved you, and then you killed Egret, which is, like, but people don't hate you for it, so this is pretty astounding for the show right now, because we assume everybody would hate you. I trusted John my whole life, and it's never let me down ever, besides that one time I got punched in the face a whole bunch, and then that one time everybody made fun of me, and that one time I couldn't lose any weight, although I'm not eating any food, and that one time that Mr. Aemon was, like, my best friend, but it's never let me down. And he's like, you just gotta trust John. Like, you gotta trust him.
And he's like, also, we've seen the dead people. I have at least.
It's scary, dude. I've killed a Then and a Walker. White Walker. I don't know if anybody's told you that. I've done it.
Yeah.
It's been up there.
And they're scary.
Right, yeah.
They got, like, blue eyes and scary bodies.
And they killed me. He's like, I'm a man now. I know a woman. And I was in an army, and, like, things were scary, and somehow they didn't kill me. And they looked right at me, and they didn't kill me. So, Harpo, just hear me out, dude. You need to chill out. It's gonna be okay. And then Harpo's like, Okay.
Whatever, dude.
He's like, whatever. That's fine with me, dude.
I hate Harpo.
No, you don't. Take that back.
You hate Harpo.
Take that back.
I won't. I hate him. I think Harpo is.
I'm gonna remember that.
He's a garbage.
He's gonna be on the next episode. He's gonna come.
They're never gonna kill him off either. He's like a Carl in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
A character you just despise, but will just never die.
Yeah.
And he won't.
Right.
I hope something dead gets him.
All right, so we go back to the north, which is the cheeriest place on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
It's snowing. It's cold. It was like winter 2 years ago, where like there was no end in sight. You were just depressed.
Yep.
And you wanted to die because it was just a wintry hell.
Winter, this winter.
Yeah.
Shit, bad
the winter
winters,
that you just you look outside and it represents your life, how cold and dark and unloving it is.
Yep.
And
that was totally.
Yeah. Nobody loves you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And not any amount of otter pictures online will get you through that day.
You try though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna stop you from looking them up.
It's not gonna stop. Otters are dope, and then like penguins. The Penguins movie. Go see the Penguins movie. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
My dad loved it. If my dad's definitely listening to this point, he loved the Penguins of Madagascar movie, and I loved it too. He loves the show like ridiculous. Like he wakes up to watch it on Saturdays, and he like never sleeps. So that's like a big deal. So he wakes up and watch it. Then they released it on DVD, and I told my mom, I said, "Hey, go get the special edition at Walmart. It has some Penguins toys in it," and she did, and he got it for him, and he loved it.
Of course he did.
And he also loved what my brothers and I got him was a new set of Nike golf clubs.
Oh yeah,
God, we're such good sons.
You're great sons.
We are.
Unlike Ramsey Bolton.
Right, Ramsey Bolton. He's like, listen, Sansa, you're not getting out ever. Talk to Reek. He's like basically an animal now. He's like not even an otter. I love otters more than Reek. so
Of course.
yeah, right. So then she goes, Reek, why did you do that? Like, why did you sell me out? Like, I was trying to get out here and you had to be a dick about it. And he's like, I'm sorry, I killed your brothers and I'm sorry. And then she's like, those are, you knew them, they were your brothers too. And he's like, no, not your brothers, they were farm boys, no. And she's like,
Surprise.
yes. Rebecca could be alive.
That is a pretty huge moment, though, because she's been living for years at this point with the knowledge
She thinks she
that
knows
she is the last Stark.
She knows that Robb is dead. She thinks Arya's dead. She thinks Bran is dead, and she thinks Rickon's dead.
She thinks she thought she knew that Bran and Rickon were dead.
Yeah,
like it was a matter of
so
fact.
she knew all of her brothers are dead, and she thought that Arya was dead. So she finds out some of her family's not dead, and she's like, "There's hope. There are heirs left to Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big deal because those people will rally around them instead of the Boltons. Everybody hates the Boltons, like everybody." They're like the Kardashians. Everybody hates them.
But they have so much power.
Yeah, I know. Exactly like the Kardashians.
So yeah, that happens,
Yeah.
and then they're at the dinner table.
Mm-hmm.
Sansa's not, but Roose Bolton,
Yeah.
Ramsay, their advisors.
Yeah.
And Roose Bolton is saying, we got food, we got weapons, we got big walls. Like, let's just stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, Stannis outnumbers us, and he says, well, how high can Stannis' horses jump? Not very high. Not higher than Castle Wall.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
Ramsay disagrees. He's saying we should go out there and we should kill him, send a message.
Yep.
And Roose Bolton says, well, do you have an army? Do I need to give you an army? And he says, no, I just need 20 good men.
So, like, dang, I hope that happens this
I wonder what's
season.
going to happen.
Yeah.
What does happen?
I'm hoping this happens this season. That's all I said.
Oh, yeah, me
Yeah,
too. It better happen.
yeah.
Next episode.
Yeah, hopefully. But,
Assassination, it sounds like.
yeah, second assassination.
Should be interesting.
Yeah, so, oh, and I don't know if it was this scene or last scene, but last episode, Sansa was bringing up how Ramsay might be usurped by his younger...
Oh, that was last episode.
I just wanted to mention that. So, she's playing into him, too. She's not a helpless little girl. She's, like, getting to him, too. She's like, hey, guess what? Like, your stepmom squeezed out that kid, you might not be shit
Just
no more.
saying, yeah.
You might be dead. You might not even matter. So, she goes.
Yeah.
She's playing with him too. But we leave the north, which is good because that place is sad and lonely and cold. But we go to Meereen, and Tyrion's like, Dany, listen. Like, they're finally getting two of everybody's favorite characters together. Like, let me be your advisor as the Hand of the King. It was super cool. Like, Joffrey was a jerk, and, like, I led the defenses, and, like...
I did a pretty good job.
They tried to kill me. Like, you should hire me. It would be totally cool. Please do it. And she's like, well, what about Jorah? And he's like, listen. Like, he loves you. Like, he super loves you. And yeah, he was a spy. I know. And, like, Varys is, like, a dick. But listen. Like, he loves you. And he's not that person anymore. And he loves you. And I have to mention that he loves you. Like, don't forget that. Because, like, he super loves you. So, she goes, okay, well, Jorah can stay. Except he can't. And we're kicking him out of the city.
I don't know what
I'm talking about anymore.
You were just rambling.
Yeah. I just bring up stuff that doesn't make any sense anymore.
Yeah, no, Tyrion's like, he says, Jorah's not the same person he was. I can think of no one more devoted to you. And you're thinking like, oh, Jorah's about to get redeemed.
Yeah, we're like, I thought he was going to stay.
And then Tyrion goes, but he did betray you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, which he did.
Yeah.
Bummer. And he's like, well, did he have any chance to tell you about this? And yeah, he did. Obviously.
Yeah, he had tons of chances. So many chances.
So Tyrion's like, you know what? Don't kill him. If you kill someone who's that devoted to you, people will hesitate to be that devoted to you.
You're right.
So she just banishes him again. So Jorah's right back where he started.
I felt like Tyrion did that to kind of like save Jorah's life because, like, he's a good guy, but he also did it to ingrain himself into Dany's mind.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
As someone who's like impartial. And gives good
he's
advice.
like, listen. He's like, I know you want to kill him. I know you're mad at him, but listen to me. Don't do it, and this is why it benefits you. Also, let me be.
I mean, she wants to kill him, or she wants to keep him. You know, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to pick the third route because she's always wanted to be able to forgive him.
Right. So.
But. Yeah, it hasn't worked out.
Right, things aren't going well so far. But
yeah,
they say that they can stay and that everything's cool. And she says, well, listen, like, maybe I'll make you a counselor. I don't know. Let's go drinking. And Tyrion's like, oh, okay. So they go hit up some wine, and he's like, listen, we're a lot alike. Like, you hate Lannisters, so do I. I killed, like, two of them. Two of the most important ones. and I'm friends with the other ones, and I hate Cersei. And then she's like, well, and then he goes that they said they had terrible fathers. And she's like, well, both their dads are terrible. And he's like, we're terrible kids, and she's like, I'm not terrible. And she's like, yeah, you actually are, by the way. So like,
just say
like I heard shit. Like I heard shit about you. You're not a good person at all. Like I don't know what you're talking about. But so I think we're gonna see. He might be the hand of the queen.
That's gonna be sweet. I can't wait.
This is gonna be a good pairing. Yeah, but so Jorah, we follow Jorah, goes back, and he's like, all right, well, he looks down at his grayscale. He's like, well, I'm much longer left, so this is how we're gonna do it.
He goes back to the fight.
I'm going back to the
basically.
fight.
He wants to now. He wants to go to the Great Pit and fight. Well, in front of Dany again. He's gonna keep trying until he dies.
Yep. So, which could be like really soon, or
or never.
Yeah.
The way the show's going.
Maybe Tien will give him antidote for grayscale.
Yeah, maybe after she shows him her boobies and it's like, call me pretty.
She's a little. Oh my gosh. So okay, that wraps up everything but the last scene, which is the best scene.
Best scene in the whole season so far. Absolutely.
Most of the places I read reviewing this episode said this was a masterpiece episode, and I agree. This is like a lot of the episodes I can't watch standalone. I have to watch as part of a season or like a couple episodes in a row. Yeah, I could watch this one on its own
easily.
So they go to Hard Home, and then Jon's there and everything, and he brings Thormund, and he's like, guys, listen. I gotta meet with all your guys. And then who's the Master of Bones, what they call
Lord
him?
of Bones.
Lord of Bones comes up and he's like,
just talking shit.
Yeah. So then Thormund goes, hey, he's got something to say, and like I'm not his prisoner, like I'm here, like we need to work together. Like things aren't going good, dude. So he goes, okay. He's like, well then, why don't you kiss him and then you can suck his boom, and then Thormund kills. He kills.
Thormund like takes his staff and just beats him to death.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, let's go find the elders, and everyone kind of parts there. It's like, yep, all right.
Yeah, right. They're like, well, we're not gonna argue with that.
Cool.
So they go and talk, and there's a giant there. He's the king of the giants.
No, it's not.
It's not the
Mag the Mighty. He died at the wall.
Yeah.
This is bigger. He's bigger than Mag, though. It says in the books.
So it's like
he's really big.
He's like the Shaquille O'Neal of giants.
It's 1-1. One something Darweg.
Is he who's the king now that Mag's dead though?
I don't think it's hereditary, so I have no idea.
Yeah, up north it isn't. They just vote for kings.
They're giants. I don't know.
They probably vote for kings too.
I don't.
You don't know.
I don't know. It never says.
Well, Mary will fucking tell us.
I don't think it says. She probably fucking knows.
Yeah, she's like, well, if you read the lore and then the book and the encyclopedia, one time Jamie said that the kings and the giants are all voting and then they agree.
With their like witch sorcery.
So okay, but they go, hey, we need to get out of here. And they're like, hey, by the way, where's Mance? And then Jon, like an idiot, goes, oh, I shot him in the heart with an arrow.
Which I don't know why he did that. Yeah, rebel. And Tormund's like, wait, hold on, let's calm down.
They were going to burn him.
They were in the process of burning him.
They shot him in the arrow. It was like the nicest thing anyone could have ever done for him.
And it was against the rules, too, so it was super duper brave.
Yeah, so like, he's definitely looking out for us and everything, so. But,
so basically, they convince all the elders, except the Thenn.
Thenn's the worst.
He's a Thenn. He's like, no.
Yeah.
But everyone else is like, if Tormund trusts you, I trust you. And really, what other options do we have at this point? Because
and stay here and die, or go south and probably die.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I'll take it probably any day.
And there's like 100,000 people that live on that stupid place. A
ton of people in Hardhome.
It's dumb.
So. Let's just get into it. Let's get into the crazy part.
Yeah, so they're starting to evacuate. They're evacuating people, and then they're sending them to bigger boats to try to get them out of there and get them back to the south of the wall. Yeah. So everything's going great, and they're like, "Mommy, I don't want to go," and she's like, "It'll be fun. Well, like we're all gonna have fun, kisses,
kiss party,
and then like Eskimo kisses, yeah. And then they're like, "All right, well, hey, what's that over there?"
This whole part is just so intense and so scary. Like you hear dogs barking and it pans to outside and it looks like there's like snow coming kind of off the mountain, and it goes to outside and there's like thousands of free folk outside of Hardhome itself, like camped outside the walls, and they all start running towards the gates, and the fence like, holy fuck, shut the gates, like they're coming. Yeah. And they do, and they shut the gates and the people are all pounding on it, and then you see the view from inside the gate. There's all these feet and people struggling, and then it just stops. Like,
Yep.
which is kind of weird. I don't know how that happened, but
We'll go with it.
well, I'll totally go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the Then like walks up to the crick in the crick in the
Wall.
gate,
Yeah.
the little hole, and he's looking, and all of a sudden a dead guy like charges him. It's like "Rah!" Blue eyes and everything. And next thing you know, Hardhome is being besieged by a horde of the living dead.
So many. Like, zombies are in every show now. They're especially in this show.
And they move fast.
Yeah.
They're like Dawn of the Dead remake zombies.
Yeah,
like
and they climb
crazy
over
fast.
each other to get to the wall. It's just
And
nuts.
they're burrowing under it and crashing through it, and they're freaky looking.
And everybody's trying to fight them off, and then they notice what's happening, so people are running into the boats, and John's trying to get everybody out of here, and he's like, listen, we have to get everybody out of here, I'm going to stay and fight. And they're like, well, if you die, then this order dies, and we'll never get south, and we'll all just be trapped
He's like, yeah, I'm going to do it anyways. That was the thing.
Yeah, so he does, and he mans up, and he, like, fights them off and everything. But they go, and they say, all right, well, we're going to fight back, too. So, like, a lot of the wildlings try fighting back.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going well. They need to get the dragon glass, but they don't have it. It's in the
burning hut.
Yeah, so that's not good.
So they go to the Thenn and Jon Snow. They make this unlikely alliance, and they go to the burning hut. And what walks out from the fire but like a White Walker with a spear. And the Thenn says, hey, Jon Snow, go get that dragon glass, dog. I got this. Like, it's a spear. I got an axe. I got it. And he goes up and he charges and he swings his axe, and the White Walker parries it, and it shatters.
Yeah.
And the Thenn's just like, derp, dude, derp. And like gets stabbed in the stomach. Now the Thenn's dead. And everyone's like, yes, nice.
Nobody likes Thens.
So then the White Walker chases down Jon Snow and like breaks his ribs with the butt of his thing. And Jon keeps dropping his sword like
he's getting his butt beat.
Yeah, pretty sure he broke some ribs.
Yeah.
But he ends up getting his hand on his Valyrian steel sword. Very important, Valyrian steel.
You have to remember this, yep.
And he brings it up just in time to parry the spear, and it doesn't break. And the White Walker is so surprised that Jon Snow has an opportunity to kill him, and he just kind of shatters into shards.
Remember, alright, so now why did a Valyrian steel work? Like, some people didn't pick up on this, I'm serious. Like,
that's because it's forged by dragon fire, isn't it?
Duh.
Yeah, it's Valyrian steel.
Yeah, everybody, so...
It's called dragon steel.
Like dragon glass,
Dragon steel.
Dragon ball,
Dragon pubes.
Dragon, like the Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
Okay, so, anywho, back to the fight. Everybody's fighting. Thormund's fighting harder than anybody. He's like throwing axes and stuff at people.
Yeah.
He's like taking on 10 at a time. And that unknown woman who was at the meeting before was killing people.
Killing everything until she gets attacked by children. And then she just gets
eight
eaten.
zombie children that just like, oh, it's so bad.
Freaky looking zombie. That one like kid with like just the ribs and no eyes.
Yeah, he was scary looking.
Not a fan.
Right. So they were killing everybody, and John's like, finally, he's like, we gotta go. So he rounds up the last of the Rangers, and he gets...
And the giant.
It
was so cool.
They're fighting their way to the water. So then the Night's King, who's not in the books yet, so they jumped the gun on the books.
Yeah.
So he comes up and he's like, hey...
Oh, is that what he's called? The Night's King?
Yeah.
Cool, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but he goes up and he...
Where'd you find that out?
It was, sometimes I read, usually I read episode reviews on websites like IGN and stuff, like, just because I like reading it, because they usually throw in stuff like that, or, like, I found out the woman who died when the children all ate her was in Pitch Perfect 2, which I'll never see, but, you know, it's like,
just
now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Say the Night, that's cool. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
You wouldn't know from the books or anything like that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they go up.
So yeah, they're sailing away. You tell the part of the Night's King. I just want to mention the
Yeah.
giant's just walking next to the boat, like
Yeah. He's like so much taller than the water.
It's really cool.
But then the Night's King holds up his arms, and every dead person starts shaking a little bit. They open their eyes turn ice blue.
Yep.
And they start standing up. He's like, guess what? You lost some people of your army. I just gained all of them.
Like
So-
thousands
Yeah.
of people.
So then they pan away and they show it Hardhome. Just thousands of people just standing on the shore, and they're like, "Wow, we are so done for."
Yeah, because I mean, the vast majority of the whites that they killed probably just got right back up. Because they didn't have flaming weapons. You know,
Right.
you can slow them down, but you can't really kill them.
Yeah, so they're just like the wall held. That defense scene they had last season with the wildlings attacking was awesome, and they held them off. It's not going to work with them.
No.
So.
And it's very apparent. I think Jon Snow, that the last brooding look when he's looking at the
he's looking.
land.
He's like, oh no.
I think he's realizing, like, for the first time that, you know, he knew before, but now, like, you know.
he's got to go back and write to anybody he can't. But see, the thing is, the people in the South don't believe him, or they just think this is cries for funding, but it's really not. Like, things are gonna get really bad.
I wonder if the Night's Watch is ever going to get credit for what happens. Because oh man, this is going to get so crazy. I don't want to talk about it because it's going to go too long.
Right.
It's going to get so nuts. Oh my gosh.
Well, usually, traditionally, episode 9 of the season's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Like, we had episode 9. Last year was the fight at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
The year before was the Red Wedding.
Yep.
The year before was the Battle of Blackwater Bay.
Yep.
The year before was Ned died.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this next episode is probably going to be the best of the season.
Yep.
And if it's better than this one, I won't believe it, because this episode was probably one of the best ones.
I'm going to freak out.
Yeah, it was so good.
So hard.
Yeah. But we have episode 9 and 10 left. They're not taking a break like we said before. They're going to air them consecutively. I don't know when we'll get 9 in, but 10 we might have to wait a little bit because we're going to get Mary up here on it, so it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
We should get her up here for episode 9, but the scheduling kind of, is derpy.
Doesn't work out.
Yeah, so we'll get her up here for the finale. Not like last season where you had her up here for 3 episodes. But overall, yeah, we caught up, and both of these didn't take too long. I'll probably post them fairly soon, get them up before the next episode, and then we'll get on to episode 9 and 10, and then we're back to not having any Game of Thrones and not having a book to read or nothing for a whole another 9 months.
Yep.
Man. Gosh.
But we're done with school, so
yeah, I don't have to go to school anymore. Like, if I don't want to,
except for the rest of my life. But.
Yeah. Well, your teaching is different.
Yep.
And you're getting paid and stuff. So too bad you can't ever teach one of these books in your classes. They would definitely be mad at you.
No, they wouldn't work.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So that takes care of episode 8. We talked about the zoo for most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was definitely the best episode. Like, it definitely has saved the season a little bit. I agree. This is a rough season, but
it has its moments.
It has its moments.
Like this episode.
Yeah. This episode. So definitely watch the next one. But for episode 8 of season 5, Weston and Westeros, I'm Weston.
I'm Adam.
Bye.